Hey everyone, welcome to Studio SNC. Let's get started today lying down. So make your way down onto your mat and rest your arms slightly wide from the body with the palms facing up. Tuck the chin in to create length in the back of the neck. And then notice the gap between the lower back and the floor. We're going to close that down. So drawing your belly button towards that lower back, press the lower back into the mat, lengthening through that lumbar spine. Feel a tightening in the waist area. And then zip up through your tummy muscles. So that zipped up feeling. From your pubic bone up towards your belly button, holding a 30% connection, something you can hold throughout the class. With your hands, you're going to make two fists, squeezing the fists together, making as tight a fist as you possibly can. Take a deep breath in through the nose, send your breath into the front, the sides, the back of the ribs. As you exhale, spread those fingers and release the hands. Keep the lower back pressed into the floor as we breathe in, make two fists again, squeezing those hands together. And exhale it out, release the hands. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Flip the palms to the floor, sliding your arms in close to the body. Breathe in, we lift that right leg into tabletop. Exhale, lower the right foot to the floor. Inhale, left leg into tabletop. So knee in line with your hip, calf parallel to the floor, and then lower it back down. Doing this again 2 more times. The foot that remains on the floor is just lightly there. You're not pushing into the foot. Keeping that lower back steady, keeping the pelvis steady. And last set, right leg comes up, breathe in. Exhale out your Pilates breath. Inhale, left leg comes up. And then exhale, lower it down. From here, the right knee comes into tabletop, we keep it here. Flex that right foot and circle the ankle, getting rid of any clicks in the ankle, maybe squeeze and separate through the toes, then change direction of the circle. From here, keep the arms where they are, push up with that heel and extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Holding this extension, feel this gentle stretch in the back of the leg. Press the lower back into the floor that little bit more. We turn the right knee out to the right and we circle for 3. So out to the right, the movement from that right hip joint, back through the middle, and then inhale again and back through the center. See if any part of your body is moving. Or notice if any part of your body is moving. Change direction of the circle, circling inward for 3. Keep that slight outward rotation of the hips so your knee is always facing slightly out. 2, isolating that right hip joint for 3. From here, we bend that right knee, place your right foot on the floor. Do the same with the left leg. So the left leg, we float it into tabletop and then start circling through the left ankle, squeezing and separating through the toes. Change direction of the circle, getting rid of any clicks here. And then from here, we flex through that left foot, extend the left leg up. Push up with that left heel, slight outward rotation of the left hip, and we circle for 3 out to the left. Bring it around for 2. And then one last time. Now, keeping that outward rotation, circling inward or clockwise for 3. For 2, and then last one. So we bend that left knee into tabletop, point through the toes this time. Lift the right leg to join and then join the knees and the feet together. Flex the feet, extend the 2 legs up towards the ceiling. Pushing up with these 2 heels now. Brace the arms, spread through the fingers. We inhale, peel the lower back up. Just even a little bit of the lower back and then release it down. So think of lengthening through that lower spine as you peel up and then release with control. So drawing those knees closer to your upper body, feeling the lumbar, the lower back lift up. Use your hands, use your fingers to help you go that little bit higher. But you only want to get just maybe a couple of the back ribs up, no further. So we're blasting those lower tummy muscles, stabilizing through the upper body, your shoulders, keeping length in the neck, and then at the same time, you're stretching through that lower back as we peel and lower down. Let's do 2 more. Peel it up and release it down. One last time. Peel up and release it down. Okay, keep the left leg where it is. We're going to lower that right leg to hover off the floor. Pushing away with the 2 heels, take a breath in. Breathe out, lower the right leg to the floor. 2 hands come to the back of that left leg. Bend your left knee in and extend it out. Bending it in again and extending out. One more time, bend in and extend it out. Bend your right knee into tabletop. We're going to extend the right leg to hover off the floor and then bend it back in. 2 more just like this to hover and bend back in. 1 more time. Extend to hover. Bend back in. 2 legs come up. Flex through the feet. Entwine your fingers to the back of the legs if you can. Pushing up with those heels at the same time pressing into your hands with the backs of your legs. Release the arms. And then we lower the left leg to hover off the floor. Holding here. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Inhaling. And exhaling. Now lower the left leg to the floor, 2 hands to the back of that right leg. Push up with the right heel. And then we bend the left knee into tabletop. Extend. Breathe out. Point through the toes. Do it again 2 more times. Extend. Point through the toes. And then last one. Bend in. And extend. From here, bend that left knee in. Bend your right knee, take a breath in and exhale, rock up into a seated position. Extending the 2 legs out wide for spine stretch. So fingertips in between the legs, chest is open. You can have a soft bend in the knees. Finding that tall spine with your shoulders stacked over your hips. Take a breath in. Exhale, we round forward, scooping in through the core here. Inhale, press the fingertips into the floor. And then exhale, rebuild, restack, re-lengthen. Chest open again, deep breath in. Exhale, round forward, drawing the belly button towards the lower back as you do. Take a breath in at the top. And then exhale, rebuild, restack, re-lengthen. Let's do 1 more deep breath in. Exhale, round forward. Breathe in, feel that stretch. And then breathe out, bring it back in. Vertebrae by vertebrae. We circle the arms up. Place the hands behind the hips and bend the knees so the feet are flat on the floor, knees and feet are hip width apart. Inhale, we lift the hips up, squeeze through the glutes, and then we lower to tap the bum. Breathe in, lift and squeeze. And then tap the bum down. 2 to go, so lifting, squeezing, feeling the shoulders, the upper back working. And then last one, lift up and squeeze. And lower back down. Flip the fingers in towards your hips now. Lower down onto your forearms and your elbows. Press the base of the spine into the floor and lift those 2 legs up into tabletop. Flex through the feet here. And we're going to toe tap or even heel tap. We're going to push down the right heel to the floor and then lift it back up. And then the left heel comes down and then we lift it back up. See how it feels. You can keep the same pace or you can speed it up. Tapping one heel down as you draw the opposite leg into tabletop. Tap and release. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Keep that chest open. Shoulders away from your ears. Breathing in and breathing out. Tapping and releasing. 2 more here. And then last one. And relax. The feet come to the floor. Come up onto the toes here, lifting the heels up off the floor. Press into those forearms and lift through the chest. Take 1 more breath in. And then release down onto the mat. Arms coming wide. Stay on the toes. Just allow the knees fall to the left. Relax the feet here. Breathe into the right side. Look to the right. Come back through the center, stay on those toes again. Allow the knees fall to the right and then look to the left. Allow the feet to relax here. Breathe into the left side of the body. And then breathe out, return to the middle. From here, slide those arms in closer to the body. We breathe in, press the lower back down. Breathe out, push with the feet and lift those hips up high. Inhale here and exhale it out. 2 more breath cycles holding the shape. Exhaling out completely. And then 1 more deep breath in. And breathe out, let it go. Inhale, lift the hips slightly higher. And then exhale, guide the spine down slowly, controlled, vertebrae by vertebrae. Release the hips into their natural shape at the very end. Draw the 2 knees into the chest now. Hands to your shins or your knees and gently rock from side to side. Massaging the spine here, allowing the head to join in too. And then 2 legs find tabletop. Release the arms overhead and cactus the arms so the backs of the arms can reach the floor, or as much of the backs of the arms as possible. Lower your knees to the left, look to the right. Maybe go all the way, but if that right arm starts to lift up, stop, then come back through the middle and go the opposite way. So knees going to the right, you can go halfway or go a little further than halfway if you're strong enough. So lowering the knees down, feel the pull on those obliques or side tummy muscles as you take the weight of the legs back through the center. And you can look in the opposite direction, just adding some movement to the neck here, and then come back through the center one last time. Breathe in as we twist. Exhale as we come back through the middle, and then inhale as we twist, knees to the right, and then back through the middle. Feet come to the floor here, cross your right leg over your left, just allow the legs to fall to the left, reach your arms overhead to the right, take a deep breath in here, and then breathe out, return to the center, uncross left over right, allow the legs fall to the right, reach your arms overhead to the left, and take a deep breath in here. And then breathe out, return to the center. Uncross the legs and draw your knees into your chest. Rock from side to side. And then we're going to rock up. So breathe in, hug the knees in. Breathe out, we rock up into a seated position and we flip. So over onto your belly straight away. Find that sphinx-like position if you can. The elbows in line with your shoulders or as much in this position as possible. And then spread those fingers, point through the toes, press into the hands for single leg kick. We inhale, kick twice with the right heel, and then release it out twice with the left heel. And release it out. Breathe in, kick, kick. And then release. Then inhale, kick, kick again. And release. Breathe in and kick twice. And then send that leg long, kick, kick. And send the leg long again. Breathe in, kick, kick. And extend. Inhale, kick, kick. And extend one more time. Breathe in, kick twice. Extend it out. And then left leg. And extend. Move the arms out of the way to make space for the chest. Lowering the chest down to the floor. Add a gentle sway or a wobble of the hips, a wag of the tail. Flip the palms in towards each other. Tuck the chin in and we breathe in. Peel the chest up. Press the hips into the floor. And then exhale, lower it back down with control. Breathing in, we lift up, pressing into the outer edges of the hands, and then lowering it down slowly, carefully. 2 more just like this, breathing and lifting up. Press the hips into the mat, and then lower it down. One last time, breathe in, lift up, keep the length in the neck. Imagine someone's pulling you from the crown of your head and then lower it down. Make 2 fists with the hands. Press into those fists as we lift the chest up. Bend the knees, flex the feet, circle the ankles. Come up a little higher with the chest if you can. Change direction of the circles. And then release the feet down. Flip the palms to the floor. Keep the feet on the floor as we inhale, float the upper body up. Squeeze your elbows into your rib cage. Exhale, we're going to send those fingertips to touch as we lower the chest down. Breathing in, we lift and squeeze. Pull the elbows back. Keep the lower part of your body strong and steady. And then send those fingers out ahead as we tap. Breathe in, lift and squeeze. Pull the elbows in. And then lower and tap. Breathe in, lift and squeeze. And then lower and tap. 2 to go. Inhale, lift and squeeze. And then lower and tap. And one last time, inhale, lift and squeeze. And then lower and tap. Stack the hands here. Rest your forehead on stacked hands. Gently rock from side to side, massaging the thighs, the kind of pelvis as well. And then from here, we place the forearms on the outer edges of the mat again. We press into the entire hand and fingers, lift through the chest, and then float those 2 legs up. Start to swim through the legs, up, down, as fast as you can. The movement comes from the hips, not from the knees. Lift the chest a little higher, keep it going. Up, down, as fast as you can. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Last 2 breath cycles, keep the movement going. And then 1 more. And then release the chest to the floor. Hands come to the lower part of your back. Hold a hand, 2 legs joined together. Relax through the elbows, kick twice. And then stretch through the arms and the legs, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Breathe in, kick, kick. And then exhale, stretch and lengthen. Breathe in, kick twice. And then stretch it out and lengthen. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, kick, kick. And stretch and lengthen. 3 to go, kick, kick. Stretch and lengthen. 2 more. Kick, kick. And stretch and lengthen. One last time, we kick twice. We hold this position and we click our heels as fast as we can. Tuck the chin in. Keep the length in the neck. See if you can lift the knees that little bit higher. Keep the movement going. Feel the strength in the entire back of the body. The entire back of the body working hard. One more breath. And then release it down. Slip or slide those hands in underneath your shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Add a little bounce forward and back. And then push into the hands and lift up onto your knees. Reach the hips back. Press the armpits to the floor. Take a breath in here. Breathe out. Slide the hands in and then flip over onto your bum. Crossing the ankles. Hands to your knees. Lean the upper body forward. Allow the head to feel heavy. And then slowly lifting through the upper body. Allow yourself to roll onto your mat. Finding a shape or a position that feels good in this moment. Make it your own. Allowing the arms and the legs to rest. The entire body to slow. Coming back to your breath now. Release those tummy muscles. Breathe deeply into the belly. Allowing that torso to rise up, out and back. And then let go, allowing the body to just sink into the ground. Allowing the arms and the legs to feel heavy. Allowing your heart center and your belly to open up, welcoming that positive energy in for every inhale. Letting go of anything holding you back for every exhale. Allowing the body to settle, rest, recover, and let go. And now sending some movement to the fingers, to the toes, gently allowing that head to move from side to side. Slowly, carefully, draw your knees into your chest, into your belly, and rock from side to side, allowing the body to wake up bit by bit. Then slipping the hands to the backs of the legs, hug the knees in, and then rock up into a seated position. Well done, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.